Where's my charts at? There we go, there we go. Get a bit of music. Alright, what's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? Missed yesterday, but I don't know, I'm not even mad at it because yesterday's price action was very, very bad. Was it not? Got to celebrate mummy, you know? But look at this. Look at this price action from yesterday. This is where the stream would have been. Let's push up, push back down, push up again. This wasn't very nice. It wasn't very nice. So let's start from the top. Start from the daily. All right, so the daily is bullish, and we've continuation pattern. Daily continuation pattern is played out. As you guys can see, we've made a bottom wick, respected the previous low for now, broken the previous high. Well, we filled the top wick, broken the high, and then pushed up. I think gold comes back down, maybe retest somewhere, and then continues bullish. We do have unemployment claims in 30 minutes, so we'll never know. But yeah, gold right now is quite bullish, isn't it? We've pushed up from this daily support, we've made higher lows, and the daily candles are breaking the previous highs, which is, you know, signs of a bullish trend, or that we're trending up. 4 hour, so 4 hours created a nice support as well. This current 4 hour now is broken a previous high, hasn't broken a previous low. We've come down close, but we haven't broken that low. Retesting this broken resistance, it looks like. Now the one, well, no, I don't even use the 1 hour, but the 30 minute. Now we broke above Asian highs. We broke above Asian highs, and then right after that, the next candle closed right back into the Asian range. Right back into the Asian range. But where did it stop at? It stopped right at this 30-minute support in the middle of the range. So ideally, if gold can close below this support, I'll be looking at sales back down to the bottom of the range. But it kind of looks like this support is holding. So we could get a support formed here. If this support is respected, next candle could push up, form a higher low, and then we continue back up. But since we broke that level, we've got resistance here. So let's see if we stay in the Asian range or if we push up again. So just looking at, yeah, so 1 hour and 30-minute support. That's held price. So it'll be very interesting to see if we can stay above 41.50. 41.50. Rosie, afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Right, let's take a look at some other pairs then while we're here. No, I don't have the US 30 pair over here. Not US 30, NAS. Oh, I was paper trading this morning. This didn't look good. Right. Let's go to GJ. GJ looks like it wants to continue up, don't it? Let's go to... So just setting up these charts over here. GJ. All right, so GJ currently bullish. Another continuation pattern. Why is that here? Another continuation pattern on the daily, which has already played out. Broke the previous highs, pushing up. So that's looking quite good. I think GJ is going to be bullish. I do think GJ keeps pushing up until at least, so I have a, well, yeah, 207. I think I have a daily resistance up here. Yeah, 207.6, 207.7 for GJ. But I don't think it plays out quickly. I think it's going to be a slow push all the way up. Look, 4 hour, very long 4 hour candle. I'm sure there was some pound news this morning or early. Okay, so we've had this autumn forecast statement, which I'll be honest, I don't know much about. Haroon, what's going on? And that came out at 12:30. So that's probably why we've had this big push up on GJ. But I mean, the price action still doesn't look great. Yeehaw, hello. So yeah, still not feeling gold. I mean, GJ's price action. So like I said, I'm not going to force nothing on GJ. Crazy. This is like pre-news. Why spiking up and down. But yeah, let's see what gold does. Let's see if gold can, if we sell back down to Asian lows, or if we push back above the highs and continue bullish. But yeah, a lot of gold fake outs recently. A lot of fake outs. A lot of gold fake outs. So this candle, I want to see if it's creating a higher low, a support, and a higher low to push back out of the range, or if it's just right now it's just a top wick, and then, you know, we re-break the support and then continue down. See this 4 hour. Like I said, the 4 hour broke the high but not the low of this previous 4 hour candle. So we've got an hour to see if it breaks the low as well. But you know, we could push up from here, flip bullish, you know, along with the daily, and then keep pushing up. Looks like we're going to be creating that higher low. This support here is holding. I mean, it's definitely a strong level here. It was a resistance, turn support, already got the retest, didn't break, didn't close below. So how big is this range? So we've got on the resistance to the support, 220 pips. Yeah, no levels on gold right now. Yo, Benny, what's going on? What's going on? How's your London session been? London, I've been watching, but don't really have a clear direction. I like that the daily continuation pattern played out, but it played out pretty quick, which usually isn't a good sign. It usually isn't a good sign. This 4 hour looks like it might actually flip bullish and continue pushing up. Let's see, where's the flip? The flip is 60, where does candle open? 62.87. So about 30 pips away. About 30 pips away. See what gold's trying to do today. Like I said, we got unemployment claims very soon. No trades today for me. Yeah, same. I couldn't find anything with this price action, to be honest. I was thinking about taking sells from Asian highs. Once this candle closed bearish, I guess tomorrow and Friday is going to be quiet. I think so as well. That's the crazy part. Like Thanksgiving, there's no stream tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. There's markets are going to be dead. And then obviously the day after Thanksgiving, people aren't really, I don't think much is going to be going on as well. But we're getting into that time of year where trading does die down. It's not going to be completely dead, but it's just very slow, not much going on. You might be able to scrape a couple pips here and there, but it happens every year. But you can still watch the markets. It's just, you know, might not see much happening. Might just scalp on 1 minute chart for fun. Hey, I mean, it's only fun when you're winning money though. It's not fun if you're losing. Go on, GJ. GJ looks good to push up though. Look, nice little closure above, break of the high. Crazy 4-hour candle here. And what's gold doing? Yeah, gold. I kind of thought gold would push up once it respected this support here. It looked good to push up. And now we're getting an engulfing. So if it closes above, I think there might be some buys on the table, depending on how this closes. So maybe we'll get a retest. So we'll either get a retest of Asian highs, or we'll a retest to come back down, or we'll close above this resistance, Asian highs, and then keep pushing up. So that's what I'm looking out for the next. True, it'll just be for practice. Okay, practice. Yeah, cool. Let's see. So did we break the high? Kinda. What's the high? 63.91. We did break the high, but we didn't really continue to push. 1 minute has too many gaps. Echo said it makes me dizzy. Yeah, that 1 minute time frame is not nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. But I mean, anything is, I don't want to say easy, but everything becomes easier once you have enough practice using it or looking at it. Me, I know the 1 minute doesn't suit my style at all. It doesn't suit my style. I think I'd want to be too reactive to it, because it's up, down, up, down, up, down, and everything looks huge. Every move looks massive because the candles are jumping up and down so much. Yeah, I guess so. Hence, I'm starting to stay away from it. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just me personally. I know if you guys trade in 15 seconds. Do you know what? I've seen this girl on IG that trades a 15-second time frame, and it doesn't look that fast. It doesn't look, I know it is fast, but it doesn't look that fast. And I'm just like, 15 seconds, you know? That's too quick for me. It's how do you even make a decision that quick? I mean, I guess you can. But you have to have your entries have to be super, like, you have to be locked in for them entries, super locked in for those entries. You'd have to be. The spreads won't be good. But if you're trading futures, there's no spreads. If you're trading futures, you don't get those spreads. You get very good entries. You don't get no slippage. So that's definitely one of the benefits of using futures. Alright, let's see what the NAS is doing while we're here. So we're still pushing up. Daily's bullish. Look at that gap. Oof. Yeah, most people I see trading a 15-second time frame. It's always the futures market, macros and all of that. Look at that gap. Reckon this gap gets filled today? News in 15. indices have been pumping too long. They have, man. We're due a pullback. We're due a pullback. Do you know what I mean? It's like Bitcoin's already started. Bitcoin's at 86k. Oh, it's a big drop, you know. What a drop. What a drop. Anyway, forget Bitcoin. I'll never trade it. When Bitcoin fell, the amount of people I saw that said they've lost everything, it's nuts. Over leveraged on Bitcoin. Oh, we're back into 41.61 over here on gold. Going all in on one asset is silly, man. You gotta spread stuff out, innit? Maybe a bit of crypto, bit of investing. Forex is probably the hardest one. Because it's the most active. Like crypto, you can buy and hold. Trading crypto, like up and down, that's probably the hardest one. Then Forex, then investing. Like day trading crypto, oof, never. That market is so volatile. All those pump and dumps. No thanks. Ooh, maybe gold is gonna give us that push up. Yeah, looks like we might engulf this previous candle. Hopefully the 4-hour candles don't give us these. We don't get these wicks on both sides. We don't close with another indecision candle. I hope not. Alright, let's go wait for this 30-minute candle to close. See if we get that engulfing. If we get that engulfing, I think there's a high probability that price continues up. After respecting this support, forming a long support here, and we push up, retest the highs. read the messages there. Let's see. Going in on one, I still say, yeah, it's like supporting Arsenal. I don't know how you got big talk, you know, for a team that's not doing very well. Big talk. You can't be talking to the top of the table like this. Alright, 7 minutes. Well, 7 minutes till news, actually. Let's see what they're expecting it to be. So, 226K. So, typically, if it's less than forecast, that's good. That means less people are filing for unemployment. That's good for the currency. Gold's gonna pump. Ooh, you think gold's gonna push? I mean, gold's already pushing. It's already pushing. But if it can push out of this Asian range again, that would be great. Then we can get buys maybe on the new 4-hour candle after it makes a bottom wick. Gives us potentially like a retest somewhere. I was gonna say, where's my drawings? Where's my lines? It's on a 1 hour time frame. Dum, dum, dum. Man, so there's been a lot of ranging, recently. For gold anyway. Okay, what's this doing? Here we get that last 5-minute push. We're gonna push up, give us that engulfing. Everyone says gold's gonna pump. How far is this Asian range? We're not far from it. 60 pips. 60 pips. Could get a nice little push. Deliveries always at this house. Right, we're getting that push on the 5 minutes. Let's go. What are these spreads looking like? That's not bad. Spreads aren't really jumping. So yeah, this news might not have a crazy volume. I mean, we're already pushing. What do you reckon? Re-break 4-hour highs? Now, where's my targets for the day? How long we got? A minute. So first target for gold is 41.90, and then after that I've got a daily target of 42.03, 42.04. It's about 400 pips from where we are now. Not bad. For sells, maybe just back down to the daily flip, but I don't think gold is gonna be super bearish today because gold is more on a bullish path now, especially since they're talking about reducing the interest rates in December. There's a few Fed members that were talking about being in favor of reducing the rates, which it was the initial plan anyway before we had the government shutdown, and then we didn't get any news coming out. So now we've got the data coming back in. We could see that happen. We could see that happen in December, which would be very bullish for gold, and it seems to be priced in since we broke out of, you know, the 4,000s. Could end the year nice and high. How long we got to news? 13 seconds. Ooh. What are numbers? I think we're just getting a bottom wick here. Well, I was wrong. We don't know what the numbers are though. The thing is, you can't really, until you can anticipate what's going to happen, but you don't really know until the numbers come out. Okay, so good numbers, less unemployment, strong jobs market. That's good. That's a good thing. So that's good for USD. Good numbers, good for the currency. Less than forecast, which it is, good for US dollar, which should be bearish for gold. But I don't think any news coming out is going to be long term. It's not going to change the trend of anything. So we're going to get a reaction to the news, and then it's going to be business as usual and carry on in the direction of the overall trend. And this, don't forget, this is weekly news. This is news that comes out typically every Thursday. But because we have bank holiday, Thanksgiving tomorrow, we're getting it a day early. So maybe, I mean, it's not really driving down, is it? It's not really driving down. I was thinking the furthest it might go is maybe down to this little minor support, but I don't think it retests. I don't think it comes out and retests the support. But we're getting a nice bottom wick. If this candle can flip bullish, I think we still push up. Now, if we break this low, break this support, I think I'm aiming for Asian lows if that happens. What are we doing, gold? It's a bit all over the place right now, isn't it? Just chilling. Let's do those points. And we have no top wick on this candle. So you know we got to come back and make a top wick at some point. Probably the new 4-hour candle, if not this current candle, if it doesn't come back up and flip. We know it's coming. I mean, that was a good little move though. 70 pips, little 70 pip push on that news. Dun, dun. Playing the range, yeah, gold is for now. GJ's having a nice push. Is it? Oh, look at that. You know what, it was looking good. This closure above, if this wick wasn't here, it would have looked even better. But this strong ass candle here, this was a perfect engulfing to break out of the range. But I just feel like this probably hasn't moved that much. 40 pips, 57 pips. Ross, okay. GJ. That's why we can't sleep on GJ. We can't sleep on GJ. We can't sleep on GJ. Oh look, gold is falling. Alright. Is it gonna break this previous low? Go on, gold. Break that previous low. Come back down to this support. How far is it trying to push? Alright, so I'm waiting for either a closure below this support on gold, which would mean that we're breaking this previous 4-hour low as well. So say the support is here, boom. Or this candle to flip bullish and close above this resistance right here. Boom. One of those two things to happen. One of those two things. If I get a closure above the resistance, I'm looking for a retest. I'm looking for gold to push up to this 4-hour resistance. If I get closure below, first I'm aiming for the daily flip and Asian lows. Keeping it very simple today. Very, very simple. So we respected that 30-minute low. We respected that 30-minute low. Let's see if we flip now. We flip bullish and then push up. I can see that happening. I can see that happening, and then leaving a really long bottom wick, and then it looks like a news candle. Now, would I take the flip? I wouldn't take the flip. Not in this range. 120 pips. I wouldn't take the flip because this resistance is too close for one. Nah, look. A negative 50 risk reward. That don't make no sense. Risking double. A closure above will confirm the breakout and the continuation, like price continuing bullish. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. Closure above or a closure below. Also a bottom wick. I mean a top wick, sorry. But this was a nice fake out this morning. This was a very nice fake out this morning. So we had a resistance here. Like I said, closure above Asian highs. Now this push up was very, very slow. Like it really wasn't. It broke the high kind of late, but it didn't give that drive up. Flipped. And we didn't have a bottom wick as well on this breakout candle. Closed back in the range, sold right back down to the support. This is a textbook fake out trade. Textbook. Beautiful. Look. Break at the low entry. Actually went to 110 pips. Thing is, I wouldn't have used the previous high for a stop loss, but I wouldn't anticipate that price would come back up here. Now using entry candle high would have been perfect. 45 pips. That would have been nice. That would have been real nice. And meanwhile, GJ's still pumping. Look at this. Look at this go. What's this 15 looking like? Barcoded as well? Nah, not really. Not really. Do 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 do. Ashley, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You had a look at this lovely price action? Oh, I saw GJ in the 80s, now it's back in the 60s. Interesting. Would you take sales if this candle has no top wick? Ooh, that's a good question, you know. That's a good question. Ooh. I would prefer if it did have a top wick. I would prefer if it did have a top wick, to be honest. But we've got 15 minutes left. What's up, what's up? Just woke up from another crazy dream. Oh, shit. Looking at gold now, taking some notes. It's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. I would, like I said, I prefer if it had a top wick, to be honest. But there are some exceptions to the rule of not having a top wick, and that's obviously if it's a news candle, you might not get the top wick straight away. And there's a reason that we don't have a top wick, because the volume from news has driven price in a certain direction. So that's kind of my only exception. Now, if this candle decides to break this support, this 4 hour breaks this previous low, I can see gold continuing to push down without making that top wick. I can see that. If we hold at this support again, I can see gold flipping. I can see this 4 hour candle flipping bullish and pushing back up, and the next 4 hour candle being bullish as well, because not only are we respecting the previous 4 hour low, we've just retested this resistance to the left, and we've already broken that previous 4 hour candle high. So really, I'm looking for the new 4 hour candle just to make a bottom wick, respecting these previous 4 hour candle lows, and then driving back up. Ooh, so we're re-breaking that low. Just want to see what happens at this 30-minute support. Either it holds or it closes. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. To log in. What's your thoughts on the daily continuation pattern? Well, I like it. It's already played out. It played out pretty early, but now I'm just looking at the lower time frame to see if it's gonna just continue, because we broke the high pretty early. I mean, it played out really early, like instantly. Asian session, this candle here, that's the high. We filled the wick, so I was anticipating a pullback. Looks like this is the pullback we're going to get today. If you respect these 4-hour lows, then I just think we refilled this top wick from yesterday and go keep pushing. Caught it during Asian session, it happened quick. Yes, yeah, I can see that. It really did happen quick. Wonder if it will continue. Well, for me to consider it continuing up, I just need to look at the lower time frame structure right now. So how this 4-hour candle, how the 4-hour time frame behaves right now is going to be important. The 4-hour candles are still trending bullish, which they are, even though this one is bearish right now. Look, it's trending up. We've broken the previous high, haven't broken the low, so it's a good sign that's going to continue if we keep respecting these previous lows. Surprising end of the month bull movement. Well, they've just started talking about them reducing the interest rates, which has been, it's been what the market's been focusing on. Sorry, I'm just trying to log into something here. Yeah, so now a lot of these Fed speakers are talking about, yeah, we're gonna reduce rates. So I think the percentage of rates getting dropped has increased. I know there's something I can find it as well. This needs a QR code to log in. Ew. You ever get a password and the password is so bad, you're like, what? This is a horrible password. You know what, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm actually gonna do that right now. All right, so we're approaching this support again. Let's see if it holds or if we just slap through. Ooh. Okay, is that another retest? Are we actually gonna drive through? So we got a retest here. Let's see if we hold again, then I'm looking for the closure below and potentially back down to Asian lows. If this holds, I mean, we got 8 minutes before this candle can push back up. Maybe we close weak bearish. Oh, we're pushing. Can we break this low, this support? So just another retest. No, I don't want to look at it there. I want to look at it here. Look at that 1 hour candle. Look at this 1 hour candle. You know how it goes. Last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes. But we pushed up. So I was anticipating that we, you know, before the news dropped, we might retest Asian highs. We didn't quite get there with this 1 hour candle. Let's go, Goldie. How long we got? We got what, 2 days until the end of the month? And to be honest, for me, today feels like the end of the month for gold, because we got Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then Friday, I'm not really anticipating there'll be crazy movement on Friday, but two things can happen. We can have crazy movement on Friday just because there was no volume on Thursday, and we get a volume because it's end of the month. So, you know, we get people closing positions, all of that stuff. A lot of movements, people resetting, all of that, getting ready for December. Or it's just dead because there's not really much market activity after the Thanksgiving. But it's only NY session that I think would be dead, because Asian session is still going to be very much alive. London session is not a bank holiday either. So I think we get some really early movement, and then potentially it's quiet during NY on Friday. That's kind of what I'm thinking, maybe. But usually we get continuation patterns after bank holidays. But it's just rare that it's on a Friday. It's rare that it's on a Friday. Come on, gold. Are we going to break this support or no? If it breaks this 1 hour low, I think we have a good high probability that we keep pushing. I agree with earlier day movement on Friday. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna have 2 sessions fully open. This is gold is just chilling right here, isn't it? It's not giving us nothing. This 4 hour candle is going to be closing very close to the lows. Very close to these lows right here. So I think either way, the next 4 hour candle bottom wick probably breaks these lows. If it continues, I don't know. It's looking like a retest of H1 and H4 broken resistance. Yeah, around here. It does. And so did this candle, and then it pushed back up. It's like we've had 2 retests. But I was saying earlier that this candle does, this support is quite strong. This area here is pretty strong because look, it was a previous resistance, even on the lower time frame and higher time frames, but here. And then we've come back down and we've tapped into it twice. So it's like resistance turns support. Looks like we're holding nicely. Looks like we're holding. Alright, it's got to survive. Well, not survive. Let's see what this next 4 hour candle does now. Bottom wick. What do you reckon? It's going to push up? I think it's going to push up. Yeah. Bring. It's just ranging, yeah. For now. But it's, I really don't want to think that it's gonna range all day. I don't think it's gonna range all day. I kind of don't think it's gonna range. Might push back to give prior M30 a top wick. Was talking about that. Was talking about not taking the sells, not wanting to get into the sells unless this candle had a top wick. Sleep mode, man, big time. Early NY session has been very slow. NY session has just been kind of slow, to be fair. I mean, yesterday I was looking at the charts and I was like, I ain't missed nothing. I ain't missed a thing. Look at this. Nada. Now, Monday was nice. Monday was a nice push up. And look when price decided to move. 300 pips. 4-hour candle. Crazy. No, that candle wasn't a 4-hour candle, but the new 4-hour candle, 6 o'clock 4-hour candle, it just boom, shot up. But recently we've just been getting these ranges. Did y'all catch that Monday move, Mr. Amayan? Nah, man, that was too late for me. That was too late. Definitely done trading by then. 6:30? Nah. Oh, hold on. Did y'all hear about the trade locker chaos? No. Spill it. What happened? In fact, do a voice note in the Discord so I can play it. Do a voice note in the Discord. I feel like this needs to be, we need to hear this. If you can, if you don't mind. You're a good storyteller. I want to hear that. What happened? No one could trade. Typically, I can imagine. 'Cause I know that's a common thing with Trade Locker. I mean, no one can close positions. And a lot of prop firms use Trade Locker too. In fact, the Discord's probably on silent when I stream. Yep. Yeah, spill that tea. Spill that tea. What did they do again? It's very bad for a trading platform to keep going down the way they do. I've never heard anything like it. Like MT5, I've never heard MT5 drop. Hey. Hold on. Let's make sure we can hear it. Oh yeah, I see it. I'm in the Discord like I'm waiting for a world premiere. Let's make sure I got the settings good.
Okay, so I have a sore throat, but I'm gonna leave a voice note so you guys can hear what happened during Trade Locker. On Monday at around 9:30, the servers went out. So if you were in a trade, you didn't see price moving anymore. I went to the group chat because they have a Discord. Everyone had the same issue. It didn't come back up until about, I want to say about maybe, it took about an hour and some change for it to come back up. So if you were in a trade, the trade just kept going, and you couldn't stop it if you wanted to. Then last night it happened again. Last night kind of sucked. I was in some buys. I had held some buys from, like I was swinging some buys. When the market opened at 6 o'clock, I went to, see where gold was at. It wasn't moving. It didn't start moving again until about maybe a few minutes before 7. So I'm saying like maybe like 45 minutes to an hour. So back-to-back days, their servers went out and you were not able to see price moving at all. I have yet to see any type of communication from them about the issue. I haven't seen any admin in the group chat talking about the issue, but people have reached out to their brokers. Like I know someone that reached out to Gates FX And GatesFX said they reached out to Trade Locker to see what was going on, and they let the customer know, like, hey, no matter what happens, your funds are safe. But yeah, crazy, back to back. I've been with Trade Locker for April would make 2 years. And I want to say prior to this week, this issue has happened about 4 to 5 times. Crazy.
Man, that's bad business right there. That is bad business. Look at gold drop. And you know what? If you don't have, you would need to have a good broker that will reimburse you or make sure that, you know what I mean, your money is good and all of that. Because some of them might just take that money. I know funded prop firms, some of them use Trade Locker too. So I know that's probably messed up a lot of people's funded accounts. Gold melting. I know. I'm watching gold just slap through. Once it broke those 4-hour lows, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I was anticipating that if we broke, we'd get a push. I really thought it'd be on the previous candle, I'm not gonna lie, and then continue with this candle, but hey. But yeah, my first target was always like daily flip. Do you know what? You say the same things. You come in and you say things that I've said before. Like if you get the sells, first target is Asian lows. That would definitely be my target. That definitely would be my target. But there's so much things that don't look bearish. Like, even though we're pushing down now, I'm still kind of liking the buys because we've respected these previous resistance levels. What I didn't like about yesterday's NY session movement, it dipped mad low and then broke the wick low and then shot up. Yes, and I can imagine that happening today. Oh, trader brain, right? I can imagine that happening today because look at these 4-hour candles here. Oh, this must be what you're talking about. This candle here. I can see that. I can see gold continuing bullish even though we're making these long bottom wicks. Sorry. So yeah, I can imagine this is just a bottom wick. We flip bullish and we still push up because we haven't. This candle hasn't even closed below the support yet, but we are sort of filling this Asian range. I got stopped out of the buys yesterday, waited, then decided to give the trade a second chance, another chance. Nice. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you do have to do that. Like the idea is right. It's just it doesn't play out straight away. I'm big on giving trades second chances. Especially with gold. The way gold wicks up and down like crazy. Yeah, definitely. Right, the idea is there, but the timing isn't. Yes, yes. And gold is big on that. Gold is big on that. Gold is big on that. I'm gonna go that way, just not yet. Just not yet. Okay, now. That's gold. I need a new show to watch, guys. Someone give me a new show. Any recommendations? I think I've been through a lot of shows. I have been through a lot of shows. See what I mean about these sales? Like, and plus, to be honest, even though it was a news candle that drove price down, and I don't mind news candles not having wicks, but I know we are coming back for that top wick at some point. I know we're coming back for that top wick at some point, and I kind of want that top wick before I get into any sells. I do. It's very interesting opening to this new 4-hour candle. Very interesting opening to this right here. If we close back above this support, I'm really thinking buyers. I can't lie. It's just how am I going to get in? Come on, Goldie. Do something for us. The thing is, even if it does close above this support here, I need... The structure is just not nice, man. The price action is not... It's not easy. It's not really giving any signals. Same. I hate entering a trade in the middle of Asian range. Same. The only... Yeah, there's no the only nothing. There's no the only nothing. There's nothing. Because I was thinking, all right, if I get a support here, if we close above this support and I get a support, I like the buys. But I don't like this minor resistance here, even though I think it breaks above here to create this top wick. I kind of want gold to fall further down just for structure. Cool. I mean, if gold can continue down to the Asian lows, and then create a support somewhere down here, I'll be looking at the buyers back up a bit lower than here. But up here, back in this range, I don't really like it. I don't want to take a buy back in this range. I would rather take a buy from lower. And I'm thinking, do I have to wait for the next 4-hour candle to get in anything? Because, I mean, look how long it took for this. I mean, the range of this current the previous 4-hour candle, sorry. Like this one here. The 10 a.m. one. So this was it here. So let's go there to... I mean, this is it. This is the range of that 4-hour candle. So now I'm thinking this current 4-hour candle, that's 240 pips. This current 4-hour candle, this could be the range. Look, that's another 240 pips. Imagine if it was the same length. I doubt it's going to be the exact same length, but we could range around this area. That would be great if it does. If it comes a little bit lower, that would be good. If it comes a little bit lower down to here, maybe it's about 270, and then the next one push back up. What's GJ doing? Alright, 10 minutes, we'll look at some NAS. Let's wait for market opens, but this is looking very rangy also. Oh, this is horrible. What's the range? What's this direction? What's this direction right here? Sometimes you gotta go line chart. Yeah, we'll get back to you. We'll come back. You know, you get that crazy market open candle with NAS. It just shoots off. Oh, sorry. Should I get a hot drink? Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back before this candle closes. Ooh. All right, gold still in the same place I left it. Gold really is in the same place I left it. All right, where's this 4-hour support down here? Let me just put that on too. Now we actually have some, we do have some 4-hour levels. Okay. So really, down here, 41.28. Yeah, it's pretty much the same really. That's the furthest I want to see gold go. Some tissue. There we go. That's the furthest I want to see gold go. And that'd be good to retest the 4-hour support as well, and then maybe bounce back up. Ooh. The beast that is NAS. So look, pushing up here, broke that high. Got a demand zone right here. Last bearish candle before the push up that broke the highs. To be honest, this candle needs to close above here. Let's see how this new 30-minute candle opens. Gold is still coming down. All right, new 30-minute candle. GJ starting to range. NAS is twerking. Gold. So now I've got a closure below here on gold. Got a nice closure below. I'm actually thinking maybe some sells. $94 pips down to the bottom of the range. 60 pips to Asian lows. 50 pips to the daily flip. Decisions, decisions. This is flying. Okay, not getting a retest there. Not just yet. But I've noticed sometimes this NYSE open candle for NAS can be crazy. Like we get really, let me show you. Oh, what happened here? What's that, some news or something? It's just whipsaws, basically. It whipsaws. You get a big whipsaw. Alright, golds. Alright, is that a retest? Is that a retest or is it another fake out? Let's continue up. Unfortunately, you have to wait for this candle to close back above this support to confirm that it's a fake out. But I mean, if this 4-hour candle flips, we could be getting more of a longer 4-hour top wick. Maybe even a retest of this 4-hour resistance if price wants to come down again. Another mighty M5. Big time, big time. Big time. Oh, man. This is why I like to wait. I need candles to break lows before, as confirmation that price is gonna go in a direction, because this M30 just shot right up. Didn't break that previous low. And just pushed right on up. One M5 practically retraced the prior M30 candle. Look, we're gonna get an engulfing. I would love for it to close back in this range, because then I think I really do think we're gonna continue pushing up. And we're just getting a really long 4-hour bottom wick. But I have to wait 24 minutes. I have to wait for this candle to close, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And NAS. You know what? I'm not missing it like last time. Let me do a... And it's gonna be a demand. Wow. Lovely fake out. Lovely fake out. Now, aside from a strong closure back above this support, it would be better if it broke that previous 30-minute high. If I got a nice engulfing, then I think the buyers up would be nice to at least get this top wick, maybe retest this resistance or Asian highs again, or even break above and keep pushing. But first things first, closure above the support, then a break of this previous high, and then the buyers. Ooh, that happened fast, didn't it? Thank God for alerts. Thank God for alerts. Wow. Oh, don't push all the way back up. Let's see what happens here. Agreed, we need to see that prior M30 high broken. Yes. Yeah, that's a drop right there. Right back into the zone. Right back. It's a very, very tight stop loss as well. It's pushing back up. Flip sakes. It's already played out. It's already played out. By the time it tapped, yeah, and it hit that level, look, it's done. The move is already over. That's it. Boom. Yo. Yo, that's hilarious. Yeah, that move is, that's toast. That's toast. Got the retest. Set the alarm. Set the alert. And stop loss below. Stop loss below. 2 to 1. Dunzo. Crazy work, right? It's funny. Very crazy work. Now we just wait for gold again. That NAS trade was so quick, mate. Who you telling? Who you telling? By the time it went off and then pushed back up, that's it. That's it. What I would have liked is if it tapped it, closed, like near or just above, new M5 candle, came down, made a bottom wick, tapped it again, and then as it pushed back up bullish, take an entry there. But I don't know if I want to take an entry with it driving down again like this. I mean, it's not going to give me no opportunity anyway. I don't know. Now gold is pushing back below, or dropping back below. Way too fast, way too fast. But the idea played out. That's all that matters to me. So that's all that matters. And what I'll do now is I'll collect it. I will journal this. I'll put it in my journal, and I'll say I set an alert to prepare for the trade. It happened too quick. What can I do next time? Maybe just set a limit order. What can I do to make sure that I catch it next time? And don't just set an alert. Actually set the order in, because what I anticipated to happen happened. The stop loss was very small as well. Very, very, very small. So even if it didn't work out, it wouldn't have been a bad loss. And the TP would have been quite small because the stop loss was small. So definitely missed the opportunity there, but it's all good. It's all good. Right now we see what gold is up to. you know what's crazy? That the other entry would have been get the retest, wait for the bullish candle afterwards. So either take an entry when the candle flips bullish, or break at a high after the bullish candle, which would have been here. But do you know why I wouldn't take it? Like, those are the entries that I like, or the different types of entries: candle flip or break at a high. But this is not a nice entry up here, because the stop loss is now 62 pips, whereas before it was 13, 16 at max. So nah, no entries all the way up here. Ooh. So I was watching this show on Netflix called A Man on the Inside, because it had a actor that I used to like, Ted Danson. He was in like Ghost, and he was in this movie that I used to watch when I was a kid called 3 Men and a Baby, and then it had a sequel called 3 Men and a Little Lady. And I was telling my friend about it, and she was like, she said, oh, I have never heard of that film. And then I went onto Wiki and I read the plot of the movie, and there's a whole part of that movie that I missed in my childhood. And I was like, is this what I was watching? And now it's made me think of all of my films that I used to watch when I was a kid, how much storyline I actually missed because I was a child. So now I want to go back and watch all my old favorite movies again, and see what I've missed, because I feel like it's probably happened a lot. You know, you're innocent when you're a child, but I missed a huge chunk of that movie. There was a whole drug deal, and the baby was supposed to be a packet of heroin, and then there was the police chase. I'm like, what? I don't remember none of that. All I remember is these 3 men taking care of this little kid that got dropped on their doorstep. That's it. The whole other part of the movie, no idea. Crazy, right? It's crazy. I just feel like, what else did I miss? You always see something different when you rewatch movies, right? I like watching my old childhood movies as an adult. The movies has such a different meaning now that I can actually understand. That's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm like, what else? What else did I miss? I want to know what else I missed, because I feel like I've missed some things and I feel tricked. You know, hidden messages. Yes, hidden messages in there too. That's all that. SpongeBob has a lot of hidden messages. You really be watching SpongeBob, innit? You and your Krabby Patty cravings. And you know what? I see clips on YouTube where people talk about all these hidden messages in TV shows. Like, I saw one in Hey Arnold, I used to, but that's my game. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, some bit of Hey Arnold, some Arthur. Yeah. I fuck with SpongeBob though. This thing is just gone. Gone. Oh, that actually really sucks. I've yet to catch... No, we have taken a supply and demand strategy on stream. Hey Arnold had the best bedroom layout. Yeah, man. Some Hey Arnold, a bit of Rugrats. I can't wait to journal this, because not only was this a good entry, but instead of just taking a 2-to-1, I really like having my TP at a retest of the highs, at a retest of the high point. So like here, 52 pips would have been a really nice spot, I think, to get out at. I'll journal that shit. What would you write? I mean, I can show you now. So I'll go bullish. A few weeks ago, I watched As Told by Ginger one day after a long work day. How was it? Boom. It was nostalgic, plus it helped give my brain a bit of a break. I hear that. A little reset. 52 pips. This was 14. One set. Break of high. So this is how I would literally I'd mark it all up, like what happened, set alert, and then I would write on there like played out within 10 minutes. Small stop loss. Boom. So this is it. This is how it would go in my journal, and I look back at it and go, okay, that's what happened. This is a little description of how it played out, and what I need to do next time and why I would do it. Small stop loss, use a limit order. It's not a big risk, so I can take a riskier entry because my risk is small. That's what I mean by that. I'd look at that TP at the highs, perfect, but this is the typical 2-to-1 entry right here. And then as price plays out, if I would look at these other entries. Obviously these entries aren't too good because it made the stop loss really big, and depending on price later on, I'll also put, you know, the second option. The second entries wouldn't have been good because it made the stop loss massive and it would have made the trade take too long. So that's how I mark up my missed trades. And then at the end of the day, I could review it, or just review it in real time. End of the week, I review it and I can make notes for next time. Make sense? But that's really as easy as it is just to mark up a missed trade. What happened? It's better you do it in real time than wait till afterwards, to be honest. I would normally do it like right after the stream, but there you go. And I'll pop that in my little journal. I'll also probably be journaling. I don't have a trade here. I don't have an entry here. I really don't have an entry here at all. I was thinking maybe when price broke below this support to drive down, but to me this is a very risky trade. 84 pips. I'd anticipate, you know, 160. So it would have been like a 2-to-1. It would have been a 2-to-1. Oh shit. Yeah, it would have been, but no, I was waiting for a closure below. That's what I was waiting for, and I didn't get that closure below, so look, NAS retested again. Oh, NAS. Wait, I should have left that. Didn't quite come and tap it, but it's getting close, isn't it? Ooh, Goldie. That wrong pair right here. Alright, so we didn't break this 30-minute high, and it doesn't look like we're closing back above this support either. I think we might get some more sells on gold before it goes back up, if it wants to go back up. But I think the sells are definitely looking more likely since we've already broken that 4-hour low. It's not making a longer 4-hour top wick. It's not coming back for that 30-minute top wick. NAS is selling now. Woo wee. Wow. NAS is selling. It's probably not even that huge. Okay, yeah, it is. What a candle open. What a market open candle. I mean, look at that. Right back in the range. Look, right back in Asian range. Right back in the Asian range. So sells. Is it? Oh yeah, this is a sell. Look at that. And look, it's gapping down on the 5-minute to drop. Let's see, we got this little 5-minute support here. little 5-minute support. What are you gonna do here, Nas? Ooh, oh, look at that gold continuation pattern. Too busy looking at Nas. Wow. Still, the range is too small, isn't it? The range is too small. Yeah, look, because I have to use the previous low here. 130. It's not even a 1-to-1, so nah, I definitely couldn't take it. Definitely couldn't take it. Jeez. Oh man. So good. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it here, man. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I am looking for gold now to give me one sec. What's going on there? All right, so I'm looking for gold. See what happens if gold comes down to this 4-hour support. See what happens if it gets to the daily flip, and also this 30-minute support here. That's what I'm looking for. See what happens. I kind of want gold to stay in this range, and then I'm looking for some confirmation that price is gonna go up. So I need a support formed, maybe 5-minute double bottom, and then golfing. That's what I'm looking for. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not really feeling this range below. If you look underneath this 4-hour support, we've just got wicks. We've just got wicks where we push down and then push back up. So you could get a 4-hour candle bottom wick again, but I'm more so looking for the buys. Especially if this current 4-hour candle manages to stay above 41.28, then I think the next 4-hour candle might just create that support to push back up again later on in the day. Pound yen, I think is going to be a slow push up if it breaks this 4-hour high. If it doesn't, then we could get a pullback, maybe a retest of 206.3 potentially. But GJ, I don't know how much further GJ is going to push. And on Nas is pushing back up. Nas is pushing back up. But yeah, I want to see what happens at this little 5-minute support, because sometimes it can retest a little 5-minute level. But for any trades on Nas, I just need to see some more structure now. Some more structure and see how it goes. But it's still quite bullish. Broke yesterday's high. Yeah, I don't know how far it's gonna push up. Look at gold. Oof. Yeah, crazy markets, man. Be safe out here, guys. Be safe out here. But I will not be on tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. I'll let you know, but if the markets are looking too slow, then I won't stream. If it looks like we might get some volume or there's some decent price action, I might jump on. Because sometimes we can get a bit of volume into NY open. Sometimes. So I'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, peace out and have a good NY session. Later.